It's time for a motorcycle news update. Let's get cracking. Good moto morning. Welcome to another episode of Kraken's Garage. I'm your host Eric. On this channel we discuss everything about motorcycles and scooters, safety gear, do some ride reviews, product reviews, and in general talk about what's happening in the news of motorcycle, and that's what the topic is today. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I'm also going to give one quick shout out at the end. I hope you stay to the end to check this person out, another motovlogger. Thanks for hanging in there. First up, some very sad news. The First Lady of motorcycling dies of cancer 3 days ago. Nancy Davidson, who was known as the First Lady of motorcycling through her affiliation with the Harley-Davidson Incorporated, died at the age of 89 following a long-term battle with cancer, according to the company. Nancy Davidson was married to Bill Willie G. Davidson and was a passionate and devoted ambassador of motorcycling and the Harley-Davidson brand, said Johann Zeitz, the Milwaukee-based company's chairman, president, and CEO. Zeitz issued a letter to Harley-Davidson, New York Stock Exchange employees, and their dealers celebrating Nancy Davidson's life. Here are some of the highlights. Nancy and Willie G. married in 1957, the year the Sportster came out. She was working as a school teacher when Willie joined Harley-Davidson in 1963. She focused on raising her family. When Harley-Davidson launched the new Harley Owners Group in 1983, Nancy and Willie connected with Harley-Davidson customers through shared riding experiences. Together, Willie and Nancy logged thousands of miles, getting to know some of the Harley-Davidson's most loyal and committed riders. The couple traveled together to hundreds of motorcycle events, including Daytona Bike Week, Sturgis, and many international events. In 2010, Nancy was inducted into the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum Hall of Fame in recognition of her long-term positive impact on the motorcycling community. Nancy is survived by her husband, Bill Willie G., and their 3 children and 1 granddaughter. Willie G. retired in 2012 as Senior Vice President and Chief Styling Officer after 50 years of service. Willie G. Davidson, who was 78 at the time he retired, is the grandson of one of the company's founders, William A. Davidson, and son of William H. Davidson, its second president. I had posted a video pre-launch to the new Harley-Davidson 2021 Sportster S, and that was based on Cycle World's article. And there's a few corrections I need to make on that were predictions at that point we didn't know. The Revolution Max produces 121 horse and 94 foot-pounds of torque, which is interesting there is Harley-Davidson never puts on their website horsepower that I've seen. And they actually did for this bike, and they should toot that horn because it's one of the fastest stock production Harley bikes ever made in history. The weight came in at 486 pounds dry and 502 pounds wet, meaning with gas and oil. And it's rocking a 4-inch round TFT screen with Bluetooth connectivity, nav, the whole 9 yards, 2 thumbs up there. I love the tech that's going into speedometers there. Sure beats the old ones that keep fogging up and Harley never seems to get right for the last 20 years. RDRS with cornering rider safety enhancements. Ride modes are included as well, all LED lighting and adjustable performance suspension, and believe it or not, for the first time in the history of the Sportster lineup, it's rockin' cruise control. A lot of bike there for the money. And in the weird and the strange news, Indian breaks out with the ink with the latest tattoo. Indian have unveiled the first of their incoming outlandish tattoo-inspired livery designs with 3 well-known tattoo artists, all creating a design that is digitally displayed on a chief model before being applied to in real life on a machine. The first is revealed by Mayonnaise, a New Zealand-born tattooist who hand-painted the design onto large-scale templates, which were then photographed and rendered on a digital chief. Mayonnaise's design will be applied to a real chief later this year and revealed at Metal in London next spring. The bike will be displayed alongside designs from 2 other artists making up the project. Singh and Carlos Torres. 40 more of the world's leading tattoo artists will also compete to have their designs made in reality after a public vote in the autumn. The competition is part of Indian teaming up with No Regrets, which will see one lucky winner get a 2-day tattoo studio session worth €5,000 by registering to test an Indian. Let me know your thoughts on that one. I did a video on this that Harley-Davidson was dropping the live wire, and it's going to its own standalone branding and dropping the Harley-Davidson marquee, and the first store and only store that I know of is going to be in California in Silicon Valley. The standalone branding of all HD-based electric bikes will go under one name marquee. The Livewire unveiled their first model called the Livewire 1. As part of the Hardwire strategy, we made a commitment that Harley-Davidson would lead in electric, said Johann Zeitz, chairman, president, and CEO of Harley-Davidson. We recognize the pioneering spirit and the brand value in Livewire for the community and took the decision to evolve the original Livewire motorcycle into a dedicated EV brand. Today's Livewire 1 builds on the DNA from the Harley-Davidson, but with the electric focus and ambition of the new Livewire brand. Harley-Davidson and Livewire will continue to rewrite the motorcycle rule book, and we are excited about the next chapter in our legacy. The bike is instantly recognizable from Harley-Davidson version launched in 2019, but now comes in black or white without the famous bar and shield badge. That means you get the same 104 blown horsepower, 146-mile claimed range, 6-axis IMU controlled electronics, 1-hour fast charge time, and haptic heartbeat vibration at idle, whatever that is. The biggest change will be felt by your wallet as the price looks to be drastically reduced compared to the HD version of the bike. UK prices haven't been announced, as one won't make it to non-American markets until 2022, but the US base price is just $21,999. Wow, 22 grand, and all those poor people that bought one dropped 30 large. Yikes. If you convert that price to British pounds and then take off the UK EV grant of €1,500, you end up with a projected price of just under €14,500. That's getting on for half of the €28,750 of the Harley-Davidson version. Wow. And to introduce some of you to a different scooter, as you know, I'm a scooter enthusiast. Italjet is a Italian manufacturer, and they built a very famous bike called the Dragster. This was during the 2T stage, and they made a 2-stroke that absolutely was a ripper. Well, the world just squashed 2-strokes, and rightfully so, due to the smog, so now they're 4-strokes. Everybody's tweaking the most horsepower they can get out of a 4-stroke. Italjet Dragster, Andrea Dovizioso, probably just butchered his name, to help develop quirky new twist and go. Former 125cc World and Moto GP race winner Andrea Dovizioso has signed a deal with Italjet to help develop the space-age dragster scooter range. The Italian firm revealed the unconventional 4-stroke twist and go in both 125cc and 200cc guises back in late 2019 and claimed to have taken thousands of orders worldwide. Andrea states, "When I designed the new dragster, I imagined it as a small super bike to utilize in the city, a scooter capable of giving the feeling of a real motorcycle on the track. Dragsters will be available for purchase in over 50 countries worldwide, with the UK 125cc models costing €4,999, the larger 200s for €5,199. Quite an expensive scooter. For those of you that are doubting Thomas's on scooter, your takeaway from this is you have a world-class Grand Prix racer hired to help design and get these scoots over the curb. I threw up a picture of the anniversary edition in black and gold, and for what it's worth, those are already sold out globally before they even went into production. And this shout out goes to Chopper Fett. This young man just cracked 1,000 subs this week, and he has been grinding a long time to get those 1,000 subs. He has 2 146 videos out. He is rocking a Dyna, I believe. He does a lot of gear reviews. He does a lot of test rides and kind of gives his opinion of it. He's a very fair person. He's an honest, ethical man on how he serves it up on his YouTube channel. Be sure to check him out. If you decide you want to subscribe, drop him a note and tell him Kraken sent you. He probably needs no introduction. Doing a great job, Chopper Fett. And there's my ghost dog on Kraken's Garage telling me to wrap this video up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding. It's good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.